What's up, guys? It's Chris. Happy Wednesday. We were just starting to film and we saw the sunset was going down and we thought it was beautiful. So check this out. We live in Michigan. This is Holland, Michigan. Yeah, I mean, I guess the sunset is the same everywhere, but just got to remember to breathe every now and then. But for the third time, it is Wobbly Wednesday. We got some wiggle juice thanks to Ian. When he came to pick up his desk, he dropped it off. And I'm sure, actually, let me know if you guys have these same glasses. I feel like everybody had these glasses when they first moved out of their parents' house, thanks to Kohl's or TJ Maxx or wherever it was. So we have a Rockford desk. We're going to do an install video and just kind of a showcase video. So for all you guys that just kind of need to see how to put the damn thing together, you might want to zoom ahead. We're going to try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. We kind of pre-assembled some things. But here we go. Our Rockford is obviously unassembled right here. This is a Rockford desk, totally assembled. And then just for comparison's sake, we have the Herman Miller Motion Gaming desk. This is a 2-stage base. This is a 3-stage base. So if we send both of them all the way down, you'll notice our base goes lower. It's about 23.5 right now, and that is about 27.5. One thing that I keep saying about this dang base is it is made by Herman Miller, and even at its lowest setting, we'll do it, maybe not its lowest setting, but let's just move it up just a little bit. Where, you know, with our Rockford, and this is side to side. I've always been one of those people that say it doesn't really matter as much. Let's get this off because this is just gonna exaggerate everything, and we'll show it without. But there's, we can put this back on. So you got a little bit of movement, but watch this. Much more dramatic. The higher we get on this base, like the worse it gets, like 1 finger, 2 fingers. Our Rockford comes with a soft touch programmable switch. This is the logic data control system. So let's just go up a little bit. So just to go to your preset height, you just double tap it. It's not a single tap. The first tap kind of wakes it up or like tells you you're trying to do something. And the second tap kind of goes to the direction. I mean, you can just see how, we've talked about this in another video, but anyways, this desk is like $1,300. This desk is $1,000. You know, it's 3-stage programmable switch. It is a C-leg. This is a 58 by 29. Comes with a wire snake, comes with a 3-in-1, and then our integrated power channel. So on the 3-in-1, you have the 2 power outlets on top, the 2 USB, and then if you throw your phone on top, you have wireless charging. And then that all via 1 cord connects to this right here, where you have 3 power outlets, which then connects to that right there, where you have another 3 power outlets, where this is your control box, but only 1 cord has to go all the way down, and then you plug that guy in, and you're good to go. So you can plug your computer, you can plug everything else, and you can back feed the cords inside this channel. It is a little tough, but you know, patience. It is a lot better in my opinion than just having the wire trough. That does make it easier to throw cords in, but it's definitely not as clean of a look underneath. This is powering that desk, so we'll get that out of the way. But let's go to installing it. So once you get it, you're gonna get, of course, you're gonna get your top, you're gonna get a box with your base in it, and then you're gonna get a box with the power trough or the power J channel in it. We started to assemble it. The first thing you wanna do is take your 2 columns, basically put them in this way, and then go across, get these guys locked in. Those are tight. Set these aside. So we still got to do this side. I guess we stop, but don't put them all the way in until you get all 3 of them in. Now we're gonna put the end brackets on. Probably be easiest. All right, this is kind of important because you want to remember the sides with the cutouts are the back. So this is gonna go this way because this is the front, this is the back. The cutouts for the power, the 3-in-1 are on this back side. That's not gonna work. Again, don't do it all the way in until you get the other one. And then you're good to send it.
It's on the ground over there.
Thank you. Drink break. Ooh. Jake, we're gonna need the larger Allen key for the feet. Boom. All right, so that's good. And then what I like to do, because once it's really difficult if you have this flipped over and you do all your wire management and then you try to like flip the desk back over on top. So what I like to do is figure out where it's gonna go, and we can kind of cheat. But I take 3 inches from the back of this metal piece, and I do 3 inches. And then it's just under a quarter on each side. Come on, there we go. And then what you do is you just drill these 4 corners. That way, you'll see, once everything's flipped over and we get all the cables managed, we're able to just put the top on top of it. We know the exact location to put it. We can screw in these 4, and then you can flip it over and do the rest of the screws. This is gonna be loud. You got one?
I believe so. Is it a 6?
Yes, this guy.
Man, I'm good.
Oh, I don't know why I was doing that. Yep, you got it? No.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you did that one? Easy. Easy peasy. All right, so now you're gonna put the feet on. Not my dominant hand. Jake, you want to help me do a flip? Flip a root. Keeps rolling off. So this is what I was talking about. Now, since you know the location of the top, you can do all your wire management. And it is way, 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 way easier than trying to do it all and then like flip your top over and having everything Velcroed down. And then if you ever go to change anything, it makes it super difficult because you have everything Velcroed and zip tied. All right, 3-in-1. So where do I want my 3-in-1? I want it on the, this one has it on the right. We're gonna put this one on the left. Yeah, it won't matter. It's whatever your preference is, but that guy goes in right, meow. And then you get these long bolts, machine screws with bolts. This is gonna go right through. Just get back. Thank you. Come on. What did Christopher do with the last bolt? Oh, there it is. I got it, Josh. Or not Josh, geez, sorry, Jake. Hey, Josh. If you're watching this, sup? Hope your road trip's good. All right, so there's your 3-in-1. You got that all set. And then what you're gonna wanna do is the 3-in-1 kit comes with a bunch of cable clamps. What I like to do so you don't have to actually attach this to your work surface is I attach it to the tray and I just attach it with, and honestly, now that we've assembled these a few times, you don't even really need to do it. But because these don't use gyro for anti-collision, so I guess there's no reason to like lock it in place. And in doing so, then it just makes it more difficult to wire manage. So we're not gonna do that. But you got your control box, plug it into your motor, plug into your second motor, and it's just M1 and M2. It's super easy. Then you got your switch. All right, I'm right-handed, so what we're gonna do is plug this, put this through right here. And again, I know it doesn't look the best wire managed right now, and there's no reason to because this whole entire setup is gonna be covered, and that's why we pre-drilled. If you do, tie everything down, it's gonna make it extremely difficult in the future just to move things. The one thing I don't have right now is I don't have a Phillips head and something to hold this. I would just suggest tightening that down a little bit. But, Jake, may I have a hand? So we got the switch plugged in, we got the control box plugged in, all right, we're ready to go. So this is the back of it, so we're gonna flip it up. If you will just stay right here for a sec. We're gonna just do those 4 screws. on, mister. Why can't I see? And this is our Neo walnut top. Wilson Art makes this laminate. All right. So now that you got 4 in, it's okay. I mean, I definitely wouldn't suggest, make sure you support it. But now, if you want to lift it up one more time, get it flipped over. Now you know what you're working with. So I'm right-handed. Switch is gonna go right here. We're gonna put in our 3-in-1. We're gonna, just for ease, we're gonna pre-drill the rest of these holes just so it goes in a little quicker. Careful when you do that. And we're not trying to go deep. We're just trying to basically just start the hole. It's particle board core, so you're not gonna split anything. Sink the rest of the screws. How much time are we at?
17 minutes, 30 seconds.
All right. Oh, the one thing this comes with that we don't have, we need a cable sync. What? Yes, sir. Slacking. Sound like it went all the way. All right, and then this power guy. The screws that this comes with, the 3-in-1 you don't want to use for this. It's going to be way too deep. These are for if you were attaching this to the work surface. All right. Well, these are for here. Yep. Where were they? We must have moved them. No bueno. All right, well, let's get this switch attached. Now I'm just gonna eyeball it right now. And it does not have to be perfect. Because what's nice is since it's got the elongated slots, you can adjust it and fine tune it once you get it flipped over. Make sure all is perfect. Thank you, sir. All right. All right, so now it's just, you have all those clips that come with the burn unit. Now you can just do a couple cable management stuff. Cable snake, we'll do that once we get flipped over, actually. Where is... Oh, that went in the shoe. On the boat. There we go. All right. So I like to put it right on the corner, kind of line it up. I don't like to have it here because that just puts stress on it, trying to hold it so tight. So usually I just go right kitty corner to then bracket. That made sense. Kitty corner is the right word, right? Maybe. Oh, and then we deal with this all the dang time. Guys, this is not putting it together. Like, that's gonna fall. You actually have to put some effort and you'll hear it snap. No, that I can't. There you go. So that's not coming apart. If you don't actually snap it in, yes, it's going to come apart. So those just go. I like to put the bottom 3 magnets. It just holds it, in my opinion. You can also put like a magnet right here to keep it along this column. I just like this. Play around with it. Do whatever you want. It's not going to matter. But back to, so the units or the stickies that come with the burn unit. I'm just gonna want to put one of those guys about right here. This guy. See now, Toph, come around here. Don't waste one like trying to hold this like this. Instead, what you do is you just shove it back underneath. And there you go. And then what I would do, much cleaner. And then use one more sticky. Actually, we'll probably use 2 more. The sticky is always best when it is on metal. So we're gonna try to slide that right there. Pull it right there. And I'm gonna actually push this one down. Ooh. All right. Mr. Jake. All right, Toph, why don't you come over here? We'll just leave it right here and show you guys. Just got plugged in. So again, this is our Neo Walnut. This is probably my favorite combo, the black and Neo Walnut. Let's get Well, besides brown smoky pear, but that's with a different color, not with black. All right, so this is probably gonna display an error code right away. This is just because it hasn't been reset. All you're gonna have to do, echo, echo, really bad echo. Just hold it down. There you go, you're done. You're good to go. Let's get this straight. Again, just loosen it up. Get it to where it's straight. And you're done. So again, let's try to get away from this cement. That way the echo's not as bad. You got dual stage, so you're 23.5 all the way up to 50 inches. You got way more height traveled than that. You know, if you need that 50 inch, it's not gonna be the most stable of a bass at that height. I mean, at 40 inches, what the average women height is like 38 or less or something. I mean, this is actually really good. And then unlike that guy over there, this thing, I mean, that's just absurd. Like, barely just fingers. All right, and then, okay, so to use the display, we'll just do all three just to kind of show you. So we'll do the very bottom height. We'll do that. So you hit save and then 1. So this is your first preset. Raise it up. Hit save 2, second preset. Save 3, third preset. And then save 4, fourth preset. So then to go to those presets, a lot of the Jai chain controllers, they're all just single touch. So you press 1 and you're done. This is just a double touch. I mean, it's just as easy. It's just, they do it that way. It doesn't really matter. But I do actually like it because a lot of people complain about on the Jai chain systems when they have those touchscreen controllers, you have to kind of press it to wake it up anyway, so you might as well just be double touching it. This is my favorite switch. I can't talk that low because the echo comes in. This is definitely my favorite switch because it is a soft rubber. And I mean, I just think it looks really good. It's simple. It does everything you need. You don't need like any high gloss or anything like that. And then you got your 3-in-1 unit. So put this guy on top, wireless charging. You got your 2 power ports, your 2 USB, your 3 outlets here, 3 outlets here. And I mean, you're not gonna have any issues. I will say as I do this to keep in mind that the ISP on this setting bases the wattage. Not so this right now, it's going to slow down the motors and it's going to slow down basically how many revolutions it does when it senses that there is a higher electrical draw compared to the Jai chain system where it's got gyros. So that is not, when you notice the different pitch, yes, it is because I'm sitting on it, but it's because the logic data control system measures the electrical input and notices that it has a higher load. So for the longevity of the motors, it slows down how fast it spins. To some people, that it definitely gives the appearance that it looks weaker, but that's not why. But I would keep that in mind. You have a 225-pound weight capacity on this, and then there are a lot of bases out there that say, like our Apex series. I mean, obviously it's way more, but our 2-leg Apex is 300 pounds. The same motors are used in different manufacturers' bases, and they also say 300 pounds. Logic Data, which is an Austrian company, they're a little risk adverse and they don't like to make promises that aren't true. So this is tested. It's tested for 10 years to run and not have an issue. All the other ones, they do put out huge warranties. We actually back it up with an additional 10 years, so it is 20 years. But now I'm rambling. So this is our Rockford. I mean, hands down, for $1,000 for everything you get here. I mean, just the OMT bold bass, you know, you're 750 and this is 220. You're already almost at $1,000, and you get the top, the cable snake, and it's delivered at the price. So with that said, I think we're good. I'll see you guys.